And we happen to have one of those NFL owners here with us right now. Oh, and by the way, his team is playing in Super Bowl 51. We welcome Falcons owner Arthur Blank joining us in a Fox Business exclusive. We're thrilled to have you here in New York.
Thank you, Liz. It's really good to be here.
Just days before the big moment. Yeah. Look, Goodell, we know what's on his mind. What's on your mind about the state of the business of the NFL as an owner who's now at the top at the moment?
Well, I think the league is, number one, I'd say the league is in a very good position. I serve on the finance committee. I serve on a whole group of committees, so I'm close to kind of league operations, and I think that the league is focused on, has always been in terms of player safety. We're focused on the fans. We're focused on the ratings. We're focused on making sure that the teams that are moving are handling it in the proper way with all respect and effort to staying in the existing markets. And the league continues to reach out to understand how fans are listening and how to respond to them today in terms of...
You just touched on two things that I look at, a lot of things, but two of them I look at, Arthur, and I say, wait, I got to back you up here.
Sure.
The ratings.
Right.
Just being focused on the ratings. A lot of people are looking at last year saying down year over year. You're a businessman. What the heck do you do to turn around the NFL ratings right now?
Well, I think what happened was that through week 10 of the season, our ratings were down by 14%. After week 10 on through week 17, the ratings were actually going down by 1%. So clearly, it was affected by the race and by the election. And so I think that the league is, in a fairly good position if you look at it, when you normalize for the election process. I think the league, Roger Goodell, Brian Rolap continue to look at ways to understand how people are watching, how distribution is being made today, the younger demographic, the old demographic, the social media aspects of it, relating on Twitter, and just a variety of other ways to how the games are being viewed today.
You're a New York-born kid.
I am.
You're here just days before the Super Bowl, walking around on these streets as one of the two owners going to the Super Bowl. What's this week been like for you?
Well, the last 2 weeks have been just incredibly exciting. It's not an experience I've had before, despite all my success at the Home Depot and all of our other businesses, and the success relatively we've had with the Atlanta Falcons the last 15 years. But to represent Atlanta, our city, our fans, our players, our coaches, our extended family at this event is incredible.
Boy, it sure feels like the country needs a feel-good Super Bowl. I mean, there's been, I don't know if you've noticed, a lot of tension in the past couple of weeks in this country, a lot of tension. And look, we've watched President Donald Trump make a lot of decisions in the first couple of weeks, and one of the things that seems to be a recurring theme is that he brings business people in. He brings in small business, big CEOs, even the union guys. From your position, and I don't need to know what your politics are, but do you feel that he, as time plays out, will be a very pro-business president? Well,
I think I would hope so, because I think that pro-business is good for the country. It's good for the middle class. It's good for everybody in the country. I think one of the issues that the President and Congress needs to address is that the gap between the haves and the have-nots has gotten wider under every administration in the last 20, 30 years, despite efforts. So I think that problem needs to be fixed. This country was built on a strong middle class. The country needs to go back and pay a lot of attention to what it takes to give middle class the opportunities that they've had before.
But do you look at it and say, well, hey, he's talked about $1 billion infrastructure plan. This will be great for Home Depot?
Well, if I was running Home Depot, I might think that way, and I do think that way as a major shareholder in HD, but it's not really about what's good for business. It's really what's good for, for America. It is about our country, and it's about inclusion, it's about diversity, it's about all the things that make this country a great place. So we're doing this interview in Manhattan. Manhattan was the entry point for half the people who were living in America, and the other half came in after the first half came in. I mean, through the same area. So
what about your ancestors?
Well, they're all from Europe, and that's true. Unless you're Native American, you came from someplace else, and so I think it's important as we wrestle with the politics and wrestle with the opportunities, et cetera, that we understand that one of the things that makes this country great is the diversity and is the inclusiveness, and I think that's important to recognize that.
Finally, are you going to dance if you win?
I'll be dancing, probably dancing on my toes if we win, but really dancing in the joy that we bring to the city of Atlanta and the 7 million folks that are living there, and family and extended family, and really fans throughout America. It'd be great.
Arthur Blank, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Liz. Good to be with you.
It's great to have you. Thank you.